Oiê, tudo bem? Hoje eu quero te apresentar a Maybe, essa pessoa maravilhosa que fez um apartamento lindo, minimalista, mas colorido, feminino, cheio de vida, mas o mais interessante, com várias dicas para você economizar na hora de decorar, sem perder o estilo. Vamos lá, gente, lá na África do Sul, na Cidade do Cabo. Vamos? Sabe quando você conhece alguém que é muito legal e logo você quer apresentar para os amigos? É por isso que eu quero te apresentar a Maybe, porque ela tem várias soluções muito legais dentro de casa de como economizar sem perder o estilo, que de estilo ela tem de sobra também. Então eu quero te apresentar a Maybe logo, né, Maybe? Oiê, tudo bem?
Hi, Lufe. Welcome to my house in Greenpoint, Cape Town. And I want to show you a little bit of what I did with this project. My favorite thing in the whole wide world is a sofa. Yes, no, I sweated blood and tears to get this sofa. And I think it's the most expensive thing I've bought in my entire life. I was so stuck on it and obsessed with it, and because I just wanted to, I'm very much about investing in things, so rather spend a little bit more but have something comfortable. I didn't want a sofa that looked beautiful but that you just kind of you sit in there and it's oh, I'm not really feeling that comfortable, let me rather go to bed. The sofa, it's like a bed. So, dinner sometimes transforms into sleepovers because people just 3, 4, 5 people sit on this bed and chill, and I don't have a TV, but yeah, I just love it. It's my grey sofa. I wanted a lot of natural elements in my house, and I didn't really have an idea what sort of coffee tables or bedside tables I wanted. And so I said, let me get some wood. And a friend of mine just, I found she had a piece of a stump in her house, and I was like, where did you get this? And because I saw them at the same company where they sell the sofa, and they were so expensive. I'm talking €1,000 a pop. I was like, no, this is not in my budget. She said, no, go to Montebello Forest in Newlands, which is just in the suburbs of Cape Town, and speak to this guy called Jabulani. And so I went and I found Jabulani, and Jabulani, he's a woodworker and he's been working for 8 years, and he even made this. Wait, let me show you. He even made this for me. I wanted a bowl, and I wanted a cutting board, and then I wanted bedside tables, and I literally chose the trunks in the forest. And I think this is eucalyptus, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so Jabulani did that for me for something that it's just beyond. You can't even buy a pair of socks in Europe, and I bought, this amazing piece. And it's still moldy, and it's still drying up, and it just feels like it's alive, and I like that it's still alive. This carpet, on the other hand, this I found in Woodstock on the side of the road.
You found it or you found to buy?
No. I found it on the sidewalk outside a house in one random road in Woodstock, and I just looked around and I picked it up.
It's mine?
And it's mine, and then I gifted it, and then I got it back. And
Beautiful.
then...
Can you tell me a little bit about this? Because I fell in love with this.
So these planters, there's a business, there's a brand in designers called Douglas and Douglas in Cape Town. No, I don't know if they're Cape Town or Johannesburg. But anyways, I was looking on Pinterest for planters, and then I got this, how funny actually. I got this magazine when Elle Decoration asked me to start writing for them, and I was like, oh my God. It looks exactly like my house.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what? So then inside there was a page with these planters. I was like, oh, I can't afford them. But I found a welder and I designed it myself, and I just changed the height of these so they're a little bit different. And he made them for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that table was also made by another woodworker. I looked at a design of the table that actually was from Valence, which is the same company where I bought the couch, and I designed it. I made it a little bit bigger, and voila! In 3 weeks, I had a table, and it was a lot more affordable. And then yes, but wait! I just love this.
I love this as well. What is this?
This is a tambourine that I found when I walked inside a shop in Long Street. It's called the African Music Shop, and I was getting there because I wanted to ask about another shop, and they were having a sale. They were clearing everything, and I found things like these and this basket, which is made out of like beer taps. And some African dolls like this. It's me. I'm always with my backpack.
And you can talk about your necklace.
Yes, and this necklace I also found at the Milnerton Market. They sell it also in Long Street in town, but I found this at the market, and I thought it was just a beautiful embellishment, and it's part of my South Africanness, and that's why I also started buying pieces that are representative of South Africa, because although I am Italian and I like beautiful, like clean lines, I've just realized that there's nothing when there's just design and clean lines, and you need personality in what you do, and in the way your home feels. Otherwise it doesn't have a home feel. Otherwise it's just becomes so sterile and like so clinical in a way. So yeah, let me take you to the bedroom. This is the latest addition. I found this carpet for 100 Rand, which is something like, I think 14 reais. Is it? It's like 7 euros.
14 reais for the carpet.
Yes, and then I spent 400 Rand to clean it. So I spent 4 times more the price to clean it. But yeah, I picked it up at the market, and this, I did a bit of renovation. I didn't do a lot of renovation in the house, but this was like dark brown, and I painted it white, and then I found these copper handles, and yeah, I just used them because I wanted the place to be nice and crisp and white.
You said that you did this and you made everything. I can feel that you really made, this is your soul in the house.
Yes, I would say so. I think it's like a very transparent representation of who I am and what I like, and my personality just comes across, I would say, quite clearly in the space. And that doesn't mean that if one day I had I would have another home or house, I would change things, but that is because my personality would develop and I would become a different person, but not a different person, it's just more enriched, and maybe I would have other hobbies or other things, or I come across other styles, or maybe traveling to, I don't know, Asia would, make me want to have a home that it's a lot more has Asian influence. I don't know where life will take me, but right now this is me, I guess. Yeah.
Can you talk about these lights and this hat or?
Yeah, so everything that you see, and that includes also this gold light. So this is a story and a half about this light, because but it's all locally made. These lights are made locally. That light is made locally, and this hat is made by a friend of mine named Crystal Birch. She's a stylist, but she's a milliner. She makes hats. And this was a present from my ex-business partner in my t-shirt business. And then this is basically the mix and match. It's like my growing library. When I moved to South Africa 6 years ago, I didn't want to buy anything because I always wanted to be prepared to leave if I had to leave. So I didn't want to buy a bed. I didn't want to buy books and things, because then it's like I feel like I'm going to be not stranded, but like chained to South Africa. And now I think, I've matured and I've realized, I want to put a base here. And then I started buying things. And so slowly but surely, this is a collection and like of my trinkets and things, and from my travels. I got this from my recent travel in Namibia, and I got this as well from Namibia. This is representative of my dad. My dad passed away, but he was born in May, and in Italy this beetle is called May beetle. Here it's called Christmas beetle, but yeah, it's always, whenever I see this insect, I always think this is my dad. And this comes from London, actually. And then, yeah, just books that I got a little bit everywhere from. I mean, I got German books that I bought in Namibia because I'm Airbnb-ing my flat, so I thought, you know, maybe my German friends, guests would like to read something in German.
I like very much that baskets on top of the shelf.
Yes, these baskets I got, they are typical African baskets, and they would contain flour normally. Flour, corn, or some sort of food. And then they weaved, and yeah, they used as baskets to contain, I think, fruits and stuff. But I quite like the idea of having it, yeah. And they can hide stuff very nicely.
Really?
Yes. So these are typical bags, characteristical bags from Mozambique. And
This
yeah,
is so chic.
I use them every now and again. But yeah, I just thought for the bathroom, because I didn't do any renovation in the bathroom, I just thought, let me just use it to decorate it.
And this one.
Oh, and this is from my friend Nirit. She posted a picture on Instagram. She went to Thailand and she showed these, I don't know how you would call it, but they're almost like dusters. And I was like, please, can you bring back one home for me? And she did. And I love it. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. But yeah, so my house, I will start adding things as I travel, and now I've got more opportunity to travel because I'm more free with regards to my work. So excited about traveling. Yeah.
So thank you for having us here and to welcome and show your house to us.
Benvenuti.
E aí, gostaram de conhecer a Maybe? Não é genial? E essa parte que ela fala de que ela vai mudando e aí a casa vai mudando, ou seja, a casa é ela hoje, mas sabe lá o dia de amanhã, que são novas experiências que a tornarão uma nova mulher, então consequentemente uma nova casa, um novo estilo. Isso é que é o mais legal e talvez seja a parte que eu mais gostei de todo o vídeo dela, né? Então, gente, eu sou apaixonado por essa pessoa, inclusive eu sou apaixonado por encontrar pessoas pelo mundo, e para não ficar com tanta saudade dela assim, olha o que eu trouxe. Ela me deu esse cesto maravilhoso, olha que lindo, e eu tenho aqui em casa agora com o maior carinho para lembrar da casa da Maybe e desse encontro. Espero que você tenha gostado, e se você tiver gostado de encontrar a Maybe, assim como você tem encontrado tantas outras pessoas aqui no canal, por favor, se inscreve agora, dá um joinha e principalmente recomenda para os amigos. Assim a gente vai aumentando essa comunidade de pessoas que sai por aí visitando e encontrando pessoas legais pelo mundo, né? Muito obrigado pela companhia, viu? Sigamos juntos. Valeu!